In a previous video, I showed you how to copy notes from Shag and from iAnnotate PDF and Kindle. So in this video, what I want to show you how to do is what to do with that data and how to keep it organized. So this is my Scrivener document. You can call it a binder for one of my classes, and you can see literally it's everything from week 1 all the way to the final paper. And so this is the entire semester, everything I learned in the class, all of the notes, all of the assignments, everything I did is all within these folders. So what's really cool about that, just right off the bat, is as you're going along, and particularly when you get to a point where you're mid-semester and you need to write a paper about everything you've learned so far, or your final paper about everything you've learned so far, you can basically do it all inside here, and all of your notes are in one location, and you can search. I can type up here and search anything. So I can do stigma as an example, and this is everywhere where the word stigma appears, and I can come in here, and then it highlights it for me. So in and of itself, just to be able to have everything completely organized in one place is absolutely critical, particularly when you're demonstrating and you want to regurgitate and from a time-saving perspective. So let me go through some of these folders, and I just want to show you to the extent literally that everything goes into one place. I actually did an introduction, and this is the introduction I had to do an introduction for my class because it was all online of who I was. And this is the assignment, this is what to include, and I actually wrote out the whole thing right here and then copied and pasted it into, there's my kids and my wife, but I copied and pasted the whole thing. Then spell checked it in here, did everything in here, QC'd it in here, and then copied and pasted it into the forum section of Blackboard. So again, so that I have it all here, and then it would just be one clean copy and paste, and it wouldn't kick me out and do all the crap that Blackboard does. But you can see here, even in the first week, some of the readings, here are the notes from some of the readings. Here's a yellow note. Right, here's an orange note, or an orange highlighting. I did some underlining in red. And so these are all great quotes that came out of that stigma article that I showed you earlier, that is in my, that's also in my bibliographic database. So let's see where other notes are in here. So in week 2, you can see this was in one of my readers, the disability studies. This was Introduction to Disabilities, and I actually made notes on my reactions to that. And then you can see here, again, more notes, more readings that I did, and my reactions to it. So I keep everything organized in one spot. Here's Goffman again, and then this literally is one of the outlines that I did for this second week and organizing my thoughts, and I just copied and pasted it right in here. It was part of an assignment that I had to do that week to organize and react to the stigma paper. So you can see under here, the assignments, here are my discussion board questions. I broke each one up, and I didn't have to answer all of them, so it was, I think it was answer like 2 of them. So I had to answer any 4 of the questions, and there were 5 questions. So I answered number 2, you can see here, and so there was the question. The question is number 2 up here, and then there is the answer. And then I just copied and pasted that into Blackboard. Week 3, this actually had a complete website, and because I love the website so much, I actually copied and pasted the contents out of the website into here so that I could search it for later. Here is another reading around week 3. In week 4, there was a paper that was due. So there's my paper in week 4. So here's my discussion questions, and then here's my paper. So I actually took the outline that I did within inspiration, And actually, so you see here, there's a sample paper because I want to see what a paper looked like. So I copied and pasted a sample paper in there. And then here's my actual paper. There's a title. There's the abstract. And you can see here that I didn't fill out every part of it. In fact, this paper was not a paper that was intended to be in written format. It ended up getting copied and pasted into Blackboard. So what I just did here was I wrote my sections out, QC'd everything, and then just copied and pasted each section into the Blackboard area. But this gives you an example of how you can take notes and search them and sort of manage the whole process in one central location. So the key ideas here are, in one single binder, I have everything for the entire semester. I'm not looking all over my drive. I'm not looking in different programs. I'm using one program to do all of my notes, to do all of my research and all of my writing, even though I may export it eventually for Blackboard or export it into a PDF as a final paper. I do everything in one central location so that I don't spend my time running all over the place trying to find the information and I don't get lost in it.